Hello, beautiful people. So today we're going to be finding out whether you should stay in a situation or whether you should leave. What your advice, I guess, is from spirit. And you can apply this to any situation, whether that's a job, it's a career, it's a place where you're living, it's a connection. Just take it, I guess, however you want to. So this right here will be pile 1, this will be pile 2, and this will be pile 3. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, and the timestamps will be in the description box below. Guys, I also want to put a disclaimer out here that if you feel like, for example, a certain situation in your life is toxic or it's very unhealthy for you, please know that you should prioritize your well-being and never choose to stay in a situation that makes you feel like shit, okay? Okay, so hi pile 1, let's look at whether or not you should leave or stay in this situation, and any advice surrounding this. So first thing we're going to do is look at the energy, I guess, surrounding you staying in whatever situation you're asking about. Okay, so I feel like whatever you're asking about here, pile 1, with that attachment card coming out here, it kind of feels like it's either restricting you or maybe completely stopping you from being your true kind of self here. There is a feeling of being kind of tied down. I feel like you're wanting a change from whatever this is, whether or not, for some of you, this may look like, let's say, for example, you feel like you're in the right career for some of you here, but you're looking to kind of switch up something, whether that is to go in a different direction or maybe it's to switch up your role, for example, right? For some of you, it could look like you feel like you really want love and you could have it with whoever you're asking about, but there is a side of you that, while you kind of have this hope, I feel, with that Page of Cups, you feel like it's only progressed so far, and I feel like you're ready for a change here. I think that you're intuitively sensing here, pile 1, that you're ready to come out of your comfort zone, I feel, with that Journey card in reverse. Okay, so that's the energy of if you stay. Let's look at if you leave. Okay, so looking at the flip side of this equation, so if you leave whatever situation you're asking about, or you go down a different path here, pile 1, it looks like you already know the answer here. It feels like there is a part of you that trusts that although this other path or leaving this situation may be scary, you feel like this is your path, or you feel like your intuition is kind of calling you here. And guys, look at this. We even have 111. This is like a confirmation from the universe that this thought or this idea that you have to go in a different direction here is something that is actually meant for you. This is like your path. I feel like if you leave, there's actually a lot more abundance for you on the other side of this equation. It looks like you're actually in an energy of being very self-focused here, very, I even want to say, motivated and feeling a hell of a lot more authentic. Maybe that is for some of you feeling like you're more free to express your creativity or your ideas in some kind of way. This path feels a lot more, I want to say, peaceful for you, even with that Temple Path card coming out. Very, very interesting. There is a feeling of fear here, but I feel like you're being maybe inspired in this direction, pile 1, to kind of leave this situation, to go down a different path for yourself. For some of you, your spirit guides and the universe, I want to say, has been leaving you signs in your direction to kind of confirm this for you. And look, even with that World card coming out, it actually looks like there's a feeling of more connection here, more connection, not just to yourself and to your heart, to your higher self, I want to say, pile 1, but also this feeling that you're connecting with the right people. You're bringing the right people, the right circumstances in your life. Look, this Ace of Pentacles coming out here, you guys, makes me feel like there could be a very valuable opportunity here that feels like it's been handed quite literally from the skies, from God to you. And this holds a lot of potential, I feel, on this other side. That Four of Pentacles coming out does make me feel like there is a sense that you guys may doubt this in a way, or you feel like it's kind of scary to leave your comfort zone. But with that Emperor card coming out here, I feel like this path is actually going to lead you, like I said, not just to more abundance in whatever kind of way that means for you, pile 1, but it feels like it's leading you into this place of feeling a lot more self-empowered, feeling like you actually believe in yourself and your ability to create magic here. Interesting. I feel like with that 7 of Swords, this again kind of feels like you could be doubting yourself when it comes to this. Like maybe you doubt that you're not going to be supported if you leave your stability here in some way, or you leave your comfort zone in a way here, pile 1. But look at this Fool, literally taking a foot off this cliff, not really knowing exactly how he's going to get to his goal, or maybe what his destination is for some of you. Although I feel like a lot of you here kind of know what it is you want to attain. He's literally just trusting. He's in this energy of, I really don't care, I am myself and I am supported by God and the universe. This 7 of Swords here just makes me feel like you are going to be, I think, challenged in a way here, pile 1, if you leave this situation to surpass what your limiting beliefs are about life and about things. But this looks like your path here, pile 1, leaving this situation. Guys, I also want to say, if you feel like, for example, this stay side resonates more as a side of leaving, for example, you can also take it that way. But for most of you, this will be the leaving side and this will be the staying side. And your advice from Spirit here is Temperance, which is, again, you trusting yourself, having maybe patience in yourself, having this self-belief that you can make things work and that you are supported by God. I feel like maybe my pile 1s could really benefit from, I want to say, using affirmations or using certain tricks here to kind of affirm this belief in yourself, and you will see that manifest on the other side, you guys. Your advice here is to trust your intuition, because your intuition is right on the money. So that was your reading, pile 1. I do hope that resonated. I suppose you would know if that is for you or not. But I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, so hi pile 2, let's find out whether or not you should leave or stay in this situation and what your advice is from Spirit. Guys, I also want to tell you, if you feel like, for example, the leaving or the staying side needs to be flipped around, you can absolutely go ahead and do that. For most of you, this will be the staying side and this will be the leaving side, okay? Okay, so pile 2, I feel like whatever you're asking about here, Spirit is more so putting an emphasis on the fact that this really can work. Whether that's a connection, it's a job, whatever it is, you're going to see movement if you continue to stick with whatever this is. I feel like what's actually needed here, I guess what your spirit guides are trying to tell you, is what you really need to do is more so to shift your mindset into this feeling of trusting and knowing that you can make whatever this is work. Because this action, I feel like you're going to see yourself move with whatever this is. You're going to see this progress, definitely. I also feel like with that release and surrender card, Spirit is more so kind of asking you here to release your worries, release whatever doubts you have surrounding this. It looks like there's a lot of love on the other side of whatever this is, and it doesn't matter, for example, if you're asking about your career, it looks like there's this feeling of joy and also stability that is being built up here. I really like this energy. I also kind of feel like your spirit guides are more so telling you here, pile 2, to not give up on this. I feel like that's the main advice. And look, we have Temperance coming out, which shows me here that Spirit is like, be patient, and be patient in that in the sense that you just kind of trust that this is going to work out for you, because your thoughts are manifesting your reality. You are in charge of everything, right? And you have to start believing that. You've got to start believing in yourself. And look, we see this 2 of Wands here, which is again like you've planted the seed and you are going to start to see more movement and growth with this. For some of you it could be about traveling, but it doesn't have to be. Guys, look at this. We even have the Knight of Wands, which is you rushing to your goal here. I feel like somebody could be communicating with you about whatever this is, for some of you, or it could be that there's a person that's coming in to help you in this situation. It gives me this feeling like there is some kind of news you'll receive about this that maybe instills your faith in this thing that you're asking about, pile 2. And look, we see that with that 7 of Wands, you staying in your power and deciding, no, I'm not giving up on this, actually leads you to this success, to that recognition, to whatever it is you want to attain here. This is you reaching your goal, pile 1. Very, very interesting. And guys, look, your advice surrounding this as well, the 8 of Cups in reverse, which makes me feel like Spirit is like, do not give up on this, do not walk away from this. Maybe there is a better way you can approach this, I feel, pile 1, but it looks like more so it has to do with shifting your mindset around this. But let's look at the other side and see what happens if you leave this situation. Okay, so pile 2, what I really feel with this leaving side, I feel like if you leave whatever it is that you're asking about, or you decide not to stick with this, with that Envy card coming out, it feels like you could end up resenting yourself maybe for not taking up this opportunity, or maybe giving it your all. There's a feeling like you don't want to fail here, and I feel like maybe if you leave this situation, you could feel a sense of self-defeat, like you've given up too early. I feel like whatever you're asking about, pile 2, you already know that it's meant for you. I feel like for some of you, maybe if you need to take a break from whatever this is, that could be quite helpful to you. If you feel like, you know, you need to just kind of take some time out for yourself, or you need to take a break from whatever this is, I do feel like that could be helpful for some of you here. But I want to tell you, pile 2, with that what do you desire card, it feels like there's this sense like if you leave whatever this is, you'll always wonder in the back of your mind, I wish that I took up this opportunity, I wish that I took this chance to do this. There's a feeling that you would really second guess yourself here. I also feel like if you left this path, somehow you would be led back to it, is really how I feel. That 9 of Wands coming out, again, there's that feeling of if you left this, you would feel like you've given up too early. I also feel like that 8 of Swords coming out in reverse, and also with that 2 of Swords in reverse, and with the High Priestess, it's almost like if you left this situation, you would feel clearer than ever, pile 2, that this thing that you're asking about is always going to be meant for you. It's just like you would feel more clear about it. I feel, like I said, pile 2, you would still be led back to this path. The High Priestess here makes me feel like you already know, I want to say that this is meant for you, right? You would always feel intuitively like this is my path, right? Very, very interesting, pile 2. And like I said, guys, if you need to flip that, if you need to flip the sides around because you resonate with it more so being flipped around, you can absolutely do that. But that was your reading, pile 2. I do hope that resonated. I suppose you would know if that was your reading or not. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful week, pile 2. Bye. Okay, so hi pile 3. Let's find out whether or not you should leave or stay in a situation and what your advice is from Spirit. I also want to say, pile 3, if you feel, for example, like this staying side or this leaving side needs to be flipped around, you can absolutely go ahead and do that. Okay, so first things first, we're going to look at if you stay in this situation, what will kind of happen, right? Okay, so it looks like pile 3, your advice here is to trust in your heart more, because we even have this Queen of Cups coming out very similar to this woman holding a heart energy, which is you following your heart. And I feel like for most of you here, if you stay in this situation, that is you following your heart. Or for example, if you feel like leaving this situation is you following your heart, then you can also take it that way. But that is your major advice here, to follow your gut, to follow what you are feeling on the inside. I also want to tell you, pile 3, it feels like if you stick with this, the only thing that needs to be shifted here, pile 3, is your mindset around whatever this is. Spirit is like, you need to enter a space of trusting in this, feeling it in your heart that your dream can happen. Whatever that dream is to you, you can make this really work here. And you can feel this energy of love. And it doesn't matter, for example, if you're asking about a career, it's still kind of that same energy of you feeling like you are appreciated for you being you. And look, we also see this shift here with that financial constraints in reverse, where it's like, if you maybe haven't been seeing the movement that you've been wanting to see in whatever situation you're asking about, pile 3, there is this feeling, I want to say, of this emptiness turning more so into fulfillment and satisfaction. There is something moving here. I feel like a lot of you here very much so could be asking about love, in which case I feel like Spirit is confirming, if you know it in your heart and you feel it in your heart, this is your person, and you need to trust that. I feel like Spirit is asking you here to maybe, for example, look at manifestation, you guys. If you feel like, you know, you're doubting whatever this is, feel inspired to do that. Go ahead and do that. Learn how to manifest and actually create this in your life, because you already know that it's meant for you here, pile 3. And look, we see this shift where you're investing into something, you're trying something. Maybe for some of you, you're trying to invest in your career, for example, but it doesn't have to be that way. And you are coming together with whatever this thing is that you want, whatever this person is, for example, and you are entering this space of love and fulfillment. Something is already coming together for you guys here, pile 3. I feel like it's behind the scenes, like you don't even know about it. All you have to do is trust that this situation, if you stick to it, it's going to have a major shift here. And I feel like the universe is actually giving you a helping hand with whatever this is to create it in your life, pile 3. This feels like whatever you're asking about is meant for you. It's literally written in the stars. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to look at the other side, pile 3, about leaving for most of you here. So pile 3, if we look at this other side for you of leaving your situation, I feel like there is a kind of energy here where you're not feeling as happy, you're not feeling as abundant, maybe free in a way. It feels like maybe you're skimping on your own authenticity here and maybe what your joy is. I feel like for my pile 3s, I want to say there's no need for you to feel guilty about wanting something because it makes you feel happy, right? And I feel like you are literally, I feel you're going to enter this energy of just trusting that you deserve good things in your life, and you can trust that the universe is going to provide that for you, because you literally deserve it. And I feel like that patience coming out, pile 3, it feels like if you leave whatever situation you're asking about, you either know somehow, some way that it's still going to come to you, it's still going to happen, but there is this kind of sense that you'd be waiting in a way. Interesting. Again, we also see here, if you leave this situation with Judgment and with the Tower card, maybe some of you here are feeling like you need to temporarily leave this situation, or you need some space from whatever this is. Maybe it's to rethink your own path here. Maybe it's to have more time for yourself, to just focus on you and focus on what lights you up. For example, if you feel like leaving in your situation is not allowing you to do that at this moment in time, it looks like you're still going to be I want to say you're still going to be led to this path, to what feels like it's meant for you, pile 3, what you know in your heart to already be true. It does look like a lot of you here are asking about something that you just feel in your soul is literally meant for you, whether it's a person, it's a path. And we see here, I want to say you would still grow if you left this situation. In a way, it feels like you would still flourish in a sense, pile 3, but I still feel like you'd be led back to what your path essentially is. I feel like with that justice as well, it could be that you leave the situation and then you end up seeing clearer than ever what is actually meant for you, what is right for you, what your heart is truly telling you here, pile 3. I think that there is a need here for you to just trust yourself and to trust your intuition here, pile 3. There's also a feeling like your justice is being restored to you in a way. So for some of you, that could look like maybe this career that you're going down feels like it's really meant for you. You feel that in your heart, but maybe you feel like you're not maybe getting owed what money you deserve, for example. You feel like the situation could be better. In which case, I feel like Spirit is asking you here to, I want to say, follow what feels right to you, like what feels fair in this situation for you, what feels self-loving to you in this situation. Is it, for example, to maybe leave the job that you're in, but maybe stay in the career you're in, for example, right? It's going to look, I want to say, slightly different for my pile 3s here, but the main guidance and advice here is to trust you, trust your heart, trust that you make the right decisions for you. Very, very interesting. Okay, so that was your reading, pile 3. I do hope that resonated. I suppose you would know if that is your pile or not, but I hope you guys have a beautiful week. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.